Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Be Your Own Hero Show. I'm your host. I'm Sekou Write. I am a author, and a motivational speaker. And today we're going to get right to it. We're going to get right to it. Let me finish the introductory stuff first. I'm a man who's recovering from a stroke. I'm recovering from a stroke. I had a stroke in July of last year, and I'm still recovering. And for those of you that don't know about having a stroke, you might think that it's been a year, well, almost a year, and everything's fine. And that is so not the case. That is so not the case. So don't make the mistake of assuming everything's fine with me. Everything's not fine, but I am fighting. I am fighting every day. And part of this effort of fighting every day is doing the show. So shout out to New Thought Media Network for allowing me this space and this opportunity to grow, to grow, to grow. Ashe. All right. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's do the affirmations first. I want to get them out the way. Get them out the way because I need them. I need them. So let's see. All right, here we go. I am so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. I am so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. One more time. I am so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. Now, I told you all that I'm trying to carry this affirmation with me out into the world. So when something happens, I have this affirmation ready. But it just keeps slipping my mind. Like I remember parts of it, but not the whole thing. That's part of aphasia. And aphasia is a word that I just got introduced to since having a stroke. But basically, it means that your mind is trying to make sense of things. Like that's my broad definition. I know that's not exactly what it says in the dictionary, but my broad definition is it's doing the work of trying to figure out things, right? And so aphasia for me also means I can't hold on to things. You know, like I've been working with this affirmation for years now, literally years, and I still can't get it to stick in my head. So I think I may need to make it shorter so that I can get it to stick. I think I'm gonna try it a little bit longer, but if I can't get it to stick, I need to make it shorter. All right. Okay, so that's that. And what else did I want to say? I think that's it. I want to get into the what do I call these? The Friday story times. Friday story times. So okay, I've got two. Well, I've got one for sure. Maybe we'll get to two. Okay. So yesterday, Fee took me to a chiropractic clinic, right? Now, I was trying to explain to her beforehand that me going to a chiropractic clinic is a big deal. It's a big deal, right? And she was kind of like, well, it's up to you, right? And so she took me to an area where her gym is right there, and so she's going to be doing the gym for an hour. And then there was a mall, and so we parted ways, and I walked up to the place. I looked at it for a while, and I was like, I don't know. Let me go check out the other things. So I checked out other things, got a cup of coffee from Starbucks, just checked out the things, and then I decided, all right, I'm gonna go. They had this $29 special. for you getting your first checkup. And I was like, well, all right, I can do it. I can do this $29, and then and then continue my search elsewhere because I need to be elsewhere for it to really do what I needed to do. And so so let me explain to you what's happening when I say that me going to a chiropractic clinic is a big deal. So I have scoliosis. And what that means is my spine isn't straight. And we discovered this in high school. And we worked very hard on it for a while until it just felt like I wasn't mm, doing enough to make it go right. And this was all before I started running, right? And so before I started getting involved in becoming a runner during the pandemic. So I so I went, and thankfully the timing worked out such that Fee could be there when they talked to me because she needed to hear for herself how big a deal this is and how many fits and starts I've had with chiropractic. That's a big deal. But I've been thinking about it recently because I'm running every day. I'm running every day. And I did that for a while previously, and I'm doing it now again. And, I need to get my body situated. And so all that. So she, the chiropractor, was very astute and she was very aware and she understood how things could be taken in this context, and I think this context, and this is how they work together, and all these things, right? And then at some point, she asked Fee to get up and to show her something that I couldn't see because I was lying face down at that point. And then she did some things. She did some things. She did some 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 things, some adjustments. And I gotta tell you that the adjustments hurt. They hurt. They hurt so much. And and I didn't say anything because I wanted to see how far I could how far I could take it, how much I could stand. And frankly, there are only three adjustments basically, like left side, right side, and in the middle. And and so I made it through. I made it through. But after that, after that, I was really I was no more good to anyone. I was like just in pain for a while. And so I had to get home and lay down for a while and just relieve myself of anything. And what I want to say about this is that mm, right before Fee and I got led back, Fee mentioned that it's I can't quite remember it. That's the aphasia, but the I think it's the Men's Guide to Health Month, something like that. But anyway, I'd never even realized that all these years of doing these things in terms of helping my body grow and helping your body grow for the June movement month. I didn't know that, and this was right before we got walked in, and so Fee kind of challenged me to speak out about these things. And so that's what I'm doing. This is not something I speak about often, ever, really. It's not something I speak about ever. But my my see, I just lost the word. But my back, you know, has its has its things, has its things. And so I have to be mindful of that in terms of all the running that I'm doing. And the chiropractic person was very impressed that I was able to do that. That I was able to run every day, and also in order to do that every day, what I've had to do to work with my body. And I tell you right now, I feel like a rubber band. I feel like a rubber band on a stick, right? Like my body just feels like woo, woo. Like it doesn't hurt, but it feels, yeah, it feels like a rubber band on a stick, right? So anyway, let me finish this story. So when the doctor called feedback and showed her what she was showing her, which it turns out was my legs, my the length of my legs, and then she showed me my length of my legs after she did her adjustments. I could see the clear definition in difference between what she did the first time and what she did the second time. And so I saw the difference, and saw how much of a difference it made. And naturally, I feel the difference. I still feel a day later. I still feel this looseness and, you know, and relaxation, but kind of not. But so I'm working with it. Working with it. So any of you that have trouble with your healing, with your body, with your balance, with your pain, anything, anything, folks. I was speaking to men because this is the men's channel for the month. Men, I would encourage you to check things out. Just go and check things out, and find out for yourself what you might do to be able to make yourself better. All right, so that's it. Really, I really didn't think I was going to make the show. I really didn't think I was going to make the show today, and I I mean I really honestly just got ready for the show just now before the show, because it's been, feeling like woo like that for this entire time. And now I'm very grateful for the show, because this show is requiring me to focus my energy rather than just laying in bed. And now that I'm doing that, I feel confident, I feel strong, I feel these things that are tightening within me and giving me energy. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to show you. I'm done with that. Done with that part. Moving on to the next part. Moving on to talk about the run streak. The run streak. So yesterday, if you watched the show yesterday, you noticed that I did not do my run before my run yesterday, right? And there was all this smoke coming down from Canada, and I ran after I did my show yesterday. So you haven't seen probably this yet. So I've got to show you my yesterday's run report, because it was long, because it was impactful. So let me find it for you. And then, again, this is long. This is long, but I hope you'll find it interesting. This is it. Yeah, this is it. And I hope you will, you'll get the sense of why I added it to the list. Okay, so here we go. Let's get into it. So I find the play button. Here we go. All right, this is going to be a long run report. It's about to be a long one. So first of all, I'm not moving because I'm trying not to disturb the cat. right up on me. So I'm gonna do this one inside. So first of all, Fee called, leaving me messages about don't go outside, don't do my run yet, don't do my run yet because of the air quality. Now, I was aware somewhat of the air faction, what's happening with Canada. Maybe it's Canada or something. Well, someone, it's happening somewhere. It's drifting down. Here in Baltimore, it's shown itself as a gray, a kind of a grayish haze, right? Like the sky is completely gray. You don't see any blue. It's completely gray, right? So I was like, well, I'm still gonna run. I'm still gonna run, but I took her urgency to heart, right? So I say, all right, well, I'm going to go this way. And so I decided I was going to run on the park. So in Baltimore, there's these little like streets. It's kind of hard to explain. They've got like streets that are in the middle of streets. And the streets that are in the middle of streets are fully green. They're just fully green. And they got fountains and places where you can sit. And it's just like these little green areas. It's gorgeous. And so I've noticed them when I've jogged before, but this time I was like, oh, well, let me run on those green areas, right? And so I ran on those green areas and it was so incredible, right? All the energy that was coming to me, right? So that was enough, right? Then I tripped and almost fell. Now, the reason I'm smiling about this is because I told myself, my promise to myself, I never shared this, but my promise to myself was the first day that I fell while jogging with a stroke would be my last day. That was it. That's going to be on my last day, right? And I've been running ever since. And I've been like surprised at me not falling, right? But today, like it picked, like it's gonna sound crazy to you, but I tripped and I almost fell. You know how you put your hands out like you're gonna fall and you're gonna break yourself? I put my hands out, but my legs sped up to catch me. And my legs sped up and they sped up fast. I'm talking about fast. I was like, oh my God. Like my legs were moving so fast to catch me and then pick me up and then keep running. And I was like, whoa, I'm moving super fast. Like I was like, what is going on? And my face was like this, right? 4 blocks, because it took me blocks before I slowed back down to a normal pace. But I was like, oh my goodness. So now I know that I can run faster than I've been claiming for myself. I know I can. That doesn't mean I will. But I know that I can. So that just really, really felt good to me. It felt really good to me. And then after I finished all that, I was listening to Reverend Mel, and I've heard from her. So all the things that are happening. So for those of you in New York, for those of you up near Canada, be careful, be mindful of your surroundings. So I understand that the real danger was yesterday, and today is much lighter than it was yesterday. So things are calming down. But yeah, just keep doing what's smart and keep staying close to trees. Staying close to trees. I can't say it enough. I can't say it enough. Stay close to trees. So anyway, that's what surprised me today. That really surprised me today. That felt amazing. That felt amazing. So all right. So bye, me and Nelson saying bye. All right. So I'll see you next time. Later. All right. This is going to be a long run report. Okay. Okay. So I hope you got to check that out. I hope you got a chance to check that out. I think it was really powerful for me. It was really powerful for me. And anyway, I appreciate the fact that it happened. And that fact that happened in close relation to what happened with to the chiropractic clinic is interesting. Like I was just thinking about that just now. That's interesting. End of subject. That's interesting. Interesting. Okay. So I think those are the two things I want to talk about. Let me check out the comments thus far. Let's see how we're working with. Hello from San Jose, California. Hello, Mara. Oh, Mara hooked me up. Okay. Oh, here we go. Let me put this one up. I appreciate your courage to speak your truth. So beautiful. I just want to emphasize this for a minute because it may seem. Let me try to get this right. Like the version of me before the stroke, the version of me before the stroke would not ever, would not ever, would not ever have told the world about my spine. I would not have told them about the scoliosis. I would not have told you. What I'm learning is that the new version of myself is much more open and much more willing to share. And and yeah, I mean, he made the suggestion that for me to talk about what I'm going through. I was like, yeah, okay. Like there was no pushback. When before, when before, there would have been so much pushback, and and I commend the universe for that. I commend the universe for that, for giving me this thing, this experience that has resulted in me being open and honest and upright and all these things, and just being open. I think is has been very beneficial to me, and I think beneficial to others. Right, and so I thank you, Mar, that you appreciate my courage to speak out, and I hope that me speaking out helps someone else. Help someone else, because many of you, let me not leave out the women. Many of you often have it because of you're carrying your purse on your specific side. You carry your purse on your right hand side every day, every day, every day, every day. And so by doing it, you're developing your scoliosis like this because you're wearing your purse on your right shoulder all the time. So you've got to adjust your shoulder, adjust your purse every time, or wear a backpack, or wear something that you carry in your hands. And so, yeah, there's all these different ways that chiropractic can be a part of your existence, and I invite it to be a part of yours. And yeah, and you get get ready. You might not hurt as much as it hurt me, but I think that's because I've been so tight running for so many days and not stretching out as much as I could have been stretching out. All right. So anyway, thank you, Mara. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right. Let's see what else we got. Oh, wait a minute. Mara saying more. Mara saying more. Okay, totally relatable. All right, thank you, Mara. What's saying here? My TBI did the same thing for me. TBI, TBI, TBI. You're gonna have to define TBI for me, Mara. And yes, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Oh, she wore bracelets on her legs as an infant. Wow. Yeah, I made it out of the childhood years, um, but in high school, well, might as well tell it. Might as well tell it. So in high school, I was running track, and when I was running track and I was tired, I found myself leaning like this, and I was like, "What is going on with that? Like, why am I tired leaning to the right? Why am I tired leaning to the right?" And so I took, so I brought it to my mom, and we went to the hospital, and all the things, and then we discovered that, yeah, that my body was just reacting to something that must have happened in when I was a kid. It must have happened when I was a kid, because when I was a kid, I fell out of a treehouse head first. I fell out of a treehouse head first. And I don't remember telling my mom. I don't remember telling my parents. I was just like, "Yeah, I'm up. I'm fine. Let's go." But I think that probably was the impacting event that set my spine and gave it that curve. And so, and now we deal with it. Now we deal with it. We run a marathon, because I ran my first marathon last year. That was 4 months after my stroke, my stroke, and yeah, that my my back definitely came into play sometimes, but I made it. I finished it. I completed my marathon. Ashe, ashe, ashe. All right. Oh, traumatic brain injury. Oh, TBI, traumatic brain injury. Okay. All right. Yeah. And it's and the race on your leg was supposed to straighten things out. I hope they did. I hope they did. Hope they did. Okay. So what I wanted to do now ish was kind of try to bring the mood up, bring the mood up, bring the mood up, and show you some pictures from some of the things that I've been showing, that I've been seeing around Baltimore. Baltimore. What I've been seeing about Baltimore. So let me show you the the movie theater that I went to see. This is called the Charles. And can I? Oh, wait, did I do it? Yes, here we go. Here we go. Put myself in there. I'll make myself a little bigger. There we go. So this is Charles, the Charles movie theater. And you see it's just dusk, because I wanted to get in and out of the movie theater so that I could get home before dark. And I almost made it, but then I was out walking home, and the fact that it was dark didn't really bother me that much. I was like, "Hey, this is pretty cool. I'm walking home," and so I felt safe, you know. And also, oh well, I just looked at the time. I took the time. I don't have time to do that. Okay, let me see what else I can show you. Let me show what else I could show you. Oh, let me show you this. This is a a, a random statue that I found right outside of 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 Baltimore's uh, Newark. Uh, I'm sorry. What is it? It's called when all the trains are there. Well, anyway, I got to go now. So this will be the last. And it shows purple. It's really cool, right? All right. So let me go. Let me go. I've wasted my time now, and I encourage you to be a hero in your own life. Your own life. Be your own hero, and remember that now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. And please don't forget to participate in my movement of movement. You are going to donate your days by exercising every day. That's number one. Number two, you're going to buy my book. It's Hack Your Pain Now. Hack Your Pain Now is available on Amazon.com. Just go and order it, and it is pre sales right now, so that's going to be cheaper for the rest of June. It's going to be cheaper, and the price is going to jump when we get to July. So hurry up and get the book, and also make a donation to me. You go to my website right here, SekouWrite.com. You'll see the information about the charity run, and you can just make a donation there. And thank you so much to I'm sorry, can't remember your name, because me with names, the thing with names in me, it's really hard for me. But anyway, I appreciate you. I very much appreciate you making a donation early, before we've even said how many miles there are, because some of you are donating based on how many miles I run. You're going to donate to me how many miles I run for the month of June. So please keep that up. All right, now I'm way over. I gotta go. I guess I will see you all Monday. No, yes. Yeah, I'll see you Monday anyway. All right. I'll see you later.